Step right up to the court and witness a basketball story that's flipping the script like never before. We're talking about Nikola Jokić, not your everyday baller, but a real game changer. He's out there doing things that even NBA history hasn't seen. You remember how everyone still jaw-dropped over what Wilt Chamberlain pulled off years back? Well, fast forward a bunch of years, and that's exactly how future players are going to feel about the crazy stuff the Joker's pulling. I mean, the moves, the plays, the whole vibe. It's like Jokić is rewriting the hoops rulebook right in front of our eyes. Think about it. This dude's passes are like guided missiles. Behind his back, around corners, you name it. And mark my words, years down the line, they'll be talking about Jokic's magic with the same awe we've got for the old school legends. All right, let's break this down because what Nikola Jokić pulled off in the 2023 NBA playoffs is nothing short of jaw-dropping. Picture this. He's not just leading his team, but the whole dang league in points, rebounds, and assists. It's like being the MVP of the stat sheet. And get this, he's doing it all while making efficiency his middle name. I'm talking Shaquille O'Neal-style efficiency in the paint, where he's a beast. But wait, there's more. He's as smooth as Steph Curry beyond the arc. It's like he's got a cheat code for every part of the court. Oh, and when he's in the mood, he channels his inner Magic Johnson, dishing out plays like a maestro. But here's the kicker. It's not just about numbers. Jokić isn't padding stats against the small fries. Nah, he's doing this against the big guns. We're talking facing off against the likes of Rudy Gobert, a defensive powerhouse, Kevin Durant, a scoring legend, LeBron James, the king himself, and Jimmy Butler. Think about it. This isn't just basketball. It's a magic show. You're watching a guy take on the best and still come out on top with those triple-doubles. If this were a video game, Jokić would be the final boss no one can beat. So buckle up, because today we're diving into the secret recipe behind Jokic's total domination in the 2023 playoffs. And let me tell you, it's a story that's going to blow your basketball-loving mind. Now, if you've been scratching your head wondering how on earth Jokić pulled off this basketball wizardry, well, you're in for a treat. I'm about to break down the whole thing right here, right now. So let's dive into the nitty-gritty, starting with his ISO game. Listen up, because despite Jokić wearing the jack-of-all-trades cape, his real superpower is his one-on-one scoring prowess. It's like he's got a whole arsenal of moves that kickstart his dominance. And to paint the picture, let's take Rudy Gobert as our canvas. You know Gobert, right? That 7'1" French tower who's the defensive darling of the NBA. His offense might raise an eyebrow or two, but on defense, man, he's a beast. With that height, length, speed, and instincts combo, he's a lockdown force. Or so we thought, until Jokić stepped into the ring. Jokić sizing up Gobert, then boom, shot fake that has Rudy flying. 3 dribbles later, Jokić is at the rim. But wait, he's not done. A spin one way, fake the other, and Gobert's biting like it's his last meal. Another spin, and it's an open layup. Check out this replay. Look at that. Jokić out there near the perimeter, pulling off a hop step and a pass fake that even a defensive titan like Gobert fell for. He spins, Gobert spins, and bam! An open path to the basket. What these plays are shouting from the rooftops is this: Jokić doesn't care if you're a top-tier defender, tall as a skyscraper. His skills turn you into a puzzle piece that doesn't fit. And if a smaller defender gets tossed into the mix, well, that's like throwing a toothpick into a hurricane. Jokić bulldozes through, powering his way to some of the easiest buckets you've ever seen. Oh, and wait, before this all slips my mind, let me tell you about Jokic's shooting game. If you give this guy even an inch of space, whether it's mid-range or beyond the arc, he's gonna let it fly right in your face. I'm telling you, his offensive toolbox is like a Swiss Army knife, complete and ready for anything. Here's the kicker. He's not just chucking shots. He's doing it with an efficiency that's smoother than butter. I'm talking numbers that'll make you nod in approval. 55% from the field overall and a whopping 46% from beyond the arc. Picture this: Shaq in the paint and Curry from downtown. They ain't too far off from what Jokić did during his championship run. At this point, single coverage against him? Well, that's like handing him the keys to a mansion. With his size, touch, and shooting prowess, any team brave enough to go one-on-one with him is signing up for disaster. But hold your horses, because even if they double-team him, they're stepping into a trap. See, the team is tailored around Jokić, and the moment an extra defender jumps in, he's a maestro at finding the open man. Think about it. In the 2023 playoffs, these double teams became open doors to wide-open threes. And guess what? Jokić is flanked by dead-eye shooters, ready to cash in. Buckle up, folks, because I'm dead serious. Nikola Jokić isn't just a skills wizard. He's got a basketball IQ that's practically otherworldly. It's like he's a step ahead in a game that's already moving at lightning speed. And let me tell you, defenders often find themselves scratching their heads in disbelief. It's like magic, folks. Jokić gazes into the future and drops passes before defenders even realize they're in the game. Need proof? Check out this play. Jokić right there at the free throw line, guarded by Bam. Now pay attention. He sets a screen for Murray, then Gordon slides in the entry pass. Without a millisecond wasted, Jokić fires it to Murray, who gets a wide-open dunk. The Heat? They're left wondering if they missed a memo. And here's another dose of Jokic's mind-bending IQ. He sets the screen for Murray, rolls toward the hoop, and boom! Murray passes it to him. But Jokić isn't done yet. With a flick of his wrist, a touch pass to Gordon for the bucket. The Heat? They're looking like they stumbled into a basketball twilight zone. This, my friends, is basketball IQ on steroids. Jokic's brain works like a supercomputer, seeing plays unfold before anyone else even reads the script. He's got that knack for pinpointing his teammates like a homing missile. But hold on, there's a game-changing aspect that often gets overlooked. Jokic's tenacity under the basket. This guy's willingness to crash the boards for defensive rebounds or snatch second-chance points is seriously underappreciated. You might think it's a no-brainer for centers, but let me tell you, not all giants follow suit. Take Kristaps Porzingis, for instance. He's towering at 7'3", spending over 30 minutes on the court per game, yet he's never even hit double-digit rebounds in a single season. Want to know why? Because he's not consistently under the rim. Yeah, wrap your head around that. It's as crazy as it sounds. But shifting gears, let's zoom in on another key facet of Jokic's 2023 dominance, his overall fitness. Now, this is an area where he's stepped up his game since last year, and it's been a game changer. You see, teams used to try to tire him out, putting him through endless high picks and rolls to wear him down. And you know what? It worked. Just check his stats from last season's regular games. He was a beast in the first quarter, shooting a whopping 65% from the field, but come the fourth quarter, that efficiency slipped to just 50%. But fast forward to this season and things have changed. Jokić kicked off games at 63% in the first quarter, and even though his efficiency slightly dips in the fourth, it's still a mighty 56%, which is pretty darn elite. Now, let's shine a spotlight on a part of his game that often sneaks under the radar, his defense. Sure, he might not be the speediest guy on the court, but at 7 feet tall, stationed near the rim, he's a shot-contesting machine. Opponents find themselves opting for mid-range jumpers instead of high-percentage layups, thanks to Jokic's presence. And boy, did this show in the finals. Butler had to settle for pull-up jumpers, a clear testament to Jokic's defensive impact. And here's the hair-raising kicker. This Nuggets team isn't just a flash in the pan. They're here for the long haul. Let's break it down. Come 2024, they've got their playoff-ready roster lined up, missing only Jeff Green. And look at 2025, still a playoff lineup with just Bruce Brown freshly signed. Now take a peek at their core players' ages. The top 7, including starters Bruce Brown and Christian Brown. The oldest of the bunch, KCP at a ripe 29. That's right, folks. This Nuggets squad has youth on their side. It's like a championship recipe that's not just cooked up for today's feast, but for an entire banquet of basketball seasons. We are in for a treat.